Okay, Mr. Bellion here. We're going to look at maybe creating a prototype of the CO2 car in Maya. Okay, now we've modeled it, the basic block for you, all right, to the proportions that you received in the past. Here's our research that we did, and I'm actually going to go with the Lambo over here, and I like this kind of contour. It's one continuous curve. If you look at it in a certain way, if you just make a nice curve here, you'll see it's one. This one has a curve, then an incline and a sharp cut right in there, and this is the same car. So I'm just gonna go with this approach. Let's go with our rendered version. It's this one here. And what I want to do is bring this picture into Maya just to help us out. Okay, so there's going to be many parts to this tutorial. So here's what I've given everybody. It's all been modeled. And thank you, Mr. Anderson, for making the parts in SolidWorks. And then we brought it in as an STL file. So this is something what we're going to make our own version and have fun with it. Okay. A couple things I'll do is I'll find a orthographic view, and you guys know that's one view. Pardon me. And I'm just going to go to panels here, orthographic. I think front is not going to work here because it's kind of like the back. So I'll just go orthographic until I find the right view. So this is the view here. And you see how I drew this curve yesterday when I was demoing it in class. That's my curve. That's how I want my car to be. And then I'll add the details afterwards in the top view and so on. So what I want to do is I want to bring in this image. Let's see if I could do that with a TIFF, okay? Usually I bring it as a JPEG. Well, I'll try it anyway. So image plane, import image. So what I'll do actually here, I'll make your life really easy here. Let's just do a Command-Shift-4. Command-Shift-4, and we're just going to do this, okay? There's our shot. So automatically, Apple devices, computers, you take a screen grab, automatically goes to your desktop, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to bring that in. Let me see a Command tab here. Yeah, so here I am. I'm in the appropriate view. I love this. I used a grease pencil to draw. So I'm going to go to View, Image Plane, Import Image. Let's see what happens on my desktop here. I'm going to go to Desktop, Screen Grab. Oops. Right. What just happened here? I just had it. What did I do? Date modified. There it is. Screen grab. I must have pressed something. Let's see if that comes in. Yep, it does come in. Beautiful. And wow, let me just see if I could rotate this on the green axis. Is that going to work? Yeah, let's see here. What happened? Why am I not seeing the angle here? Come on. I can't believe this is happening. Okay. Click on it again. There it is, minus 280. That's what I need, I think. There. Okay, then I'm going to go to perspective view. Basically, it's like this, perspective. Okay, and I'm looking here, and I'm not seeing my view. So what I'll do is just go to show here. Why don't I have it? Seriously? Okay, show none. Show all. Sorry, guys. This should be showing up. Let me just go to left view again, and there it is. Nope, this one here. W, and that should be somewhere. So if I hit 0 here, okay, that's better. Now this better show up in a perspective view. So panel, perspective, perspective. Yep, there it is. Okay, good. I think it was so far back that I couldn't figure it out. Okay, so I'm bringing this in. Some of you guys asked me if we can bring a picture in, and I said yes. Press R for scale. Okay, so we'll just go something like this. Kind of match it up. Okay, W, and then you just bring it up and slide it over, whatever you want. At this point, I wouldn't worry too much about the wheels. And here's your picture, okay? All right, that's step number 1. What do I have? 4 minutes before the bell. So let's just do this part here. And what you want to do here is get a sense, and you can see that I have a nice curve here, right? Okay. So what we're going to do is use this tool, Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop. And you're going to do this, you're going to use this tool sparingly, meaning that just come over here, add some cuts, move around, and you can move the mouse, left click, like that. Okay, and we're just going to do a bunch of cuts in here so for us to manipulate afterwards, okay? So W to get out. That's the only way you get out of a cut tool, or it will cut forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this cut tool one more time. I'm going to add this, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, I'm going to add one down here. Okay, W to get out. Remember that. So always right-click after the function you created and go to Object Mode. So you have the full block selected. So if I press number 2 here, smooth, this is assimilated smooth. It's not real. Okay, so watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Command D. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to bring it over here so you can see that. I always make a second box, second object, just to back up my work. And maybe we can duplicate them as we go and we progress. So watch this. If I go to Mesh and then hit Smooth without any settings, this is kind of cool, right? So you see, now I have this, right? Okay, so there it is. It's smooth out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay in this view, okay? I'm going to move all these guys out of the way. W. Let's see if we can move them out of the way. I said move. Let me try that again. Okay, and move it out of the way. Okay, so there it is. I have a block there. I'll bring it back afterwards. And here, you press Control A, and you're going to go right over here where it says Lambert. And just transparency. I just want you to reduce the transparency so you can see things. Okay? So don't worry about that CO2 cartridge hole. It doesn't matter. We're just having fun, and we just want to experience this. Okay? So if I go back again into Panels, Orthographic, Left, see? There it is. Here's my piece. And I'm going to press, what I'll do is I'll just press R for a second, and I'll just kind of expand it a touch. W. Okay, and I'm just wondering why is this not transparent enough. There we go, that's better. Okay, so roughly it's something like this. I can go in here, I'll go to Vertex, and I'll take these guys here, and I'll just move them over there. And I know that all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these down. Oops, there we go. I knew it was going to happen. All right, pause. So I'm going to continue here. All right, so let's just go to Maya again. I just changed it a bit here. Doesn't matter. Oops. Here we go. All right, so here's what I was showing you guys. All right, and we made a block, and we're going to go right-click. We're going to go to Vertex. These are the points, okay, right here. And you're actually going to move them up or down and then follow the contour of your drawing. Okay, so here it is. I'm just going to do this really quickly. Take these guys and so on and so on and so forth. And I'll just go here and, oops, and then right click again, Vertex. Okay, so there it is. It's right here. I've selected those pieces. I've reduced the opacity so we can see behind it. It's right here, and see, you can see right through. This is the key. You got to be able to move the opacity so you can see these things. Okay, I can select a bunch of them at the same time, a bunch of vertices, and again, I'm only working in orthographic view. Okay, guys? Right there. I'll take this one. Oops, right click again, Vertex. Right there. Oh, that one went too high, so you just kind of just go along your contour, follow your drawings, zoom in, and nothing's going to be rescaled for you, which is kind of nice, right? Right click, Vertex. I'm going to take these guys and I'm going to bring it this way. Maybe I'll bring this part in, who knows, and I'll take that part. And remember, to zoom in and out, it's just simply holding Option, right click in and out, or scroll in and out. Okay, so I'm going to be like this. Now I'm going to go to my perspective view, holding, go to Panel, Perspective, and watch this. Okay, so there it is. There's my car, and I'm going to just go all the way to the right here where it says Lambert. I'm going to say this as my CO2, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to make it like this. Okay, so that part is done. I don't like that bump there. So what I'm going to do now is actually duplicate this image, Command D, and move it over. And I'm going to press E for rotate, and you see I'm only going to rotate on one axis, and I'm going to turn like this, Control A, and what does it say here? 75, change that to 90. You'll see why in a second. W for move, bring this down, and then I'm going to go Panels, Orthographic, Top View. Check this out. Oh, wow, that's weird, eh? What was that all about here? Oh, that makes no sense. Impossible. That makes no sense. That should be 90. That's weird. Okay, whatever. 270. What am I saying? Yeah. Minus 270. The math's off. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to press W again, uh, and I'm going to bring it over here. So roughly, okay, so obviously my drawing is not proportional, but it's not bad, right? So I know at this point that I need to bring some parts in. So I'll do the same thing here. Watch, right click, vertex, right? These are the points. I'll take these three, I'll bring them in just a little bit. I'll take these ones over here, bring them in. And then what I'll do is I'll zoom in a bit more, and I'll just bring this out a touch, bring this out a touch. You can actually do it easier by just doing this. Look, select all this, press R, and just come out a touch. See? And I'll take these guys, press R, much easier. So what we want to do is have this little arrow idea. As I was telling you guys, my design is based on an arrow. Okay, there was an arrow in one of my drawings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these guys, I'm going to taper them in on the one axis. Look again, here, out, out. You see? So what we're going to do is bring it out a touch. So it's going to be like this nice little arrow. Okay, there it is. There's my nice arrow. So I'm going to do the same thing on that side. Oops, Command Z. I'm holding Option here, and I'm going to just do the back, and I'll quit this video right after. Okay, R, bring it out a touch, and the same over here. So you'll see it goes out like that. Maybe this will be the most extreme point. Okay, there. And you know, this doesn't have to be perfect. It's the first time you're actually learning how to model using this technique, okay? So if we look at this now in perspective, we'll just go like this. Panel, perspective, right here. Boom. And then, look how, okay, we got to get out of there. Press object, okay? And then, look at that. There's my car so far. Not bad, right? Okay. So if you like this, you're going to press W, and before you do it, like there's a little bump here, I don't like that view, so I'll just go to Panels, Orthographic Left, and here, click on this guy, Control A again, and then maybe all the way to the right. Press that arrow, Lambert, and we'll just do this here, and then we'll see that there's a little bump here, Mr. Balian, right there. Right click, Vertex. You guys know every polygon is made up of 4 sides, and there's edges that connect the polygon, and the edges are connected by vertices, right? So if I go right click again, vertex, you learned that in grade 3 math, I believe, and we'll just bring this in here. I'll just take these guys, and I'll just, so the idea is to taper it down softly, okay? So just like that. Okay, I'm good. I better have a Command Shift S. I'm gonna go to my desktop, CO2 grade 9, and Balian, I'm just going to call this Balian demo underscore demo. You guys, every 10 minutes I want you to put a 010203, okay? Awesome. Okay, so back over here. When you're done, you always go to object mode, panels, perspective. Here we are. Okay, so click on this object mode, perfect, and we'll go right to the far end here, and we're going to click on Lambert. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete the history, and I'm just going to reduce back to normal transparency, okay? So a couple things you can do. You look at it and you say, how is this? It's kind of interesting, okay? I'm not 100% happy with this, but what I'm going to do is duplicate. Command D, have another version of it, so you can see beginning, middle, end, that kind of thing. Beginning, this is the middle, and this, let's pretend this one's the end, right? So watch, if I press smooth again, mesh and smooth, here's what's going to happen. Look at that, you're going to get more cuts, which is kind of cool, right? I'm going to show you how to color some things here right now. Okay, so I'm going to assign new material right there. Lambert. Call this my CO2 car. CO2 car. Okay, and I'm going to make this blue. So click on here, and let's come in here and then pick a blue color, slide, and we'll go brighter, something like that. You pick the color you want, okay? So there's my blue. And you say, Mr. Ballin, you have some orange here. How do you do that? Okay, so I'll show you. I'm just going to do a couple pieces. You do the rest, okay? So right click, face. So we're just going to go hold shift, 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 shift. Shift left click, shift left click, shift left click. I can double click, double click. You get some really cool patterns going on here, see? If I hold shift and double click, it'll go the whole line. So if I click here and double click, boom, that line is selected, okay? So here I'm going to right click and I'm going to say assign new material. Okay, Lambert again. I'm going to say this one is orange. Okay, orange, right there. Does that look orange? Nope. Click on the gray color, come in here, go into that zone that you want. Look at that. Okay, so your job is to just go in there, have fun. Okay, one more thing for fun. Okay, if you want to really have fun here, maybe sometimes you might go, okay, I shouldn't show you this, but anyway, watch this. This little extrude tool. Click on extrude, and always on the blue axis. Look at that. You can do stuff like that, or you can create tails. I know we're not going to be able to do that in the wood shop, but for now you can have fun by extruding. Okay, so look at this. Hold shift, for example. Boom, 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 and here. And I'm going to press extrude again, and always extrude on the blue axis, so spin around. This is not something I want to show you guys, but hey, that's okay. So look how nice that is. Okay, I can go in here now and assign existing material. Where's orange? Come on, I just called it, or CO2 car, was it? Well, did I not name it? No, CO2 car. I want orange. So what I want to do is I'm going to click on this and see what comes up. Object mode, face. That was still CO2 car. Okay. Okay, so you can do some cool stuff like that. Afterwards, what you'll do is you'll move this out of the way and bring yours in there and take a picture of it, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay, so this is enough for now. Let's get out of this. All right, what is it? 16 minutes. Ouch. Okay, stop recording. Valiant out.